live interactive Weather Authority coverage will begin shortly. Your live Weather Authority coverage starts right now.
Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Tuesday. We are getting through the week and we have some snow to talk about. There is some snow on the way for the late afternoon and evening hours, continuing into the overnight hours tonight, and should wrap up before daybreak on Wednesday. So let's get right into it. Oh, here we go. All right. So let's start off by looking at a Naples sky cams around the Sebago Lake region. 36 degrees there currently, and cloudy skies have taken over. It was sunny earlier, but clouds have been on the increase through the afternoon hours. And if we take a look at our satellite and radar, you can see our storm system that is beginning to make its way through New England. It has made its way through Massachusetts and parts of southern New Hampshire, and it's just about getting to York County. So let's zoom in a little bit further. You can see that it's just approaching York County. Hasn't quite reached there yet, but clouds again have been increasing throughout the day and throughout the afternoon, and snow will begin shortly in York County. For the next 12 hours, as we look ahead, we will see again that the snow will begin between the hours of 3 and 5 p.m. A little bit sooner is possible in York County as it's approaching there right now. But a lot of the snow won't begin to really stick to the ground until after the sun sets. The sun angle, again, is going to keep the ground a little bit warmer and may melt on impact. But as the sun goes down, we will start to see that snow start to stick. And that's when our commute will be trickiest, will be after sunset this evening. And we will see some snow-covered roads impact our drive throughout the evening and overnight hours tonight. So you can see our temperatures will also start to dip down into the 20s by 9 p.m. tonight. So although the snow will be a bit on the wet side to start, it could turn a bit more fluffy overnight, especially for inland communities. Southern York County is a different story, and I'm going to get into why in just a minute here. But exact timing, 3 to 5 p.m. this afternoon, it will start, ending around 2 to 4 a.m. overnight tonight. We're going to see mostly snow out of this event. Everyone will mostly see snow, except if you are in southern York County. You guys have the best chance of seeing some freezing rain out of this event. Overall, no matter where you are, you will see some snow-covered roads this evening. It's going to be more on the later side after 5:30, I believe, and that's when the commute will start being slick. So let's break this down a little bit further. We can break it down synoptically, just like a zoomed out picture. We have a wave of low pressure that's going to ride along a front, and it's bringing a piece of energy through our area. The snowfall, again, will begin between 3 and 5 p.m., and we're going to start to see, again, snow continue through the evening and much of the overnight hours tonight before clearing out after midnight tonight. And we can break this down further, but before I do, let's talk initial amounts. So 2 to 4 inches is expected for mostly everyone, except if you are north. Coating to 2 inches will do it for you guys. Again, it's not a huge system, just enough to bring the plows out. 2 to 4 inches will do it across the Sebago Lake region through the Portland area, Penobscot Bay, Rockland, down East Maine. 2 to 4 inches will do it across Bangor, Lewiston, Augusta, and Freiburg. North of there, coating to 2 inches. Now, I do want to highlight this area that is in southern York County here. This area has the best chance of seeing some mixed precipitation. Of course, that goes for southern New Hampshire as well. But this area I have circled on my screen has the best chance of getting some freezing rain, which will lower those snow totals just a bit. So extreme parts of southern York County may see less than 2 inches out of this event, because they'll switch over to freezing rain for a brief period of time throughout the overnight hours tonight. So let's break this down in more detail hour by hour. Here we are, 3 p.m. on our storm tracker. You can see that snow has begun in York County, and it may even begin before 3 o'clock, like I mentioned earlier. It's starting to move through parts of Rochester County, and it is starting to make its way into Maine. So We'll move on our storm tracker. Lots of snow continuing to fall throughout southern Maine. This is 5:30 p.m. This is the time of our evening commute. You can see the darker bands of blue are a little bit more of a moderate falling snow. It'll drop visibility at times, which will make our commute a little bit harder. And again, of course, with the snow-covered roads, that will make things slick out there. And plows will be out tonight, but it will be slick for your late evening commute. And we can continue here as well. It's going to be a bigger system for southern Maine. Of course, as I mentioned on the a snow map, you can see that 2 to 4 was pretty much for coastal communities in the immediate interior through Lewiston and Augusta. Points north of there have a better shot of a coating to 2 inches, and it's a pretty sharp cutoff. And I'll bring up that snow map again. But overall, again, our temperatures are in the lower 30s at this point, which will make for a more sticky consistency until they dry up throughout the overnight hours for inland communities. But if you are in southern York County, again, you have the best chance of mixing with some freezing rain and sleet. You can see that in the pink line on your screen. This is going to be a bigger deal for southern New Hampshire, where they can rack up some potential ice accumulations, not much, but they have the potential to rack up more than we do here in Maine. It's not going to be too big of an issue. It's pretty isolated to southern York County, and the icing that you do get won't be terribly much, and it's going to fall on top of snow, which will make the snow a bit more crunchy instead of slippery. Again, if it is falling on open, bare ground or open roads, it'll be slick. As we move on again, this is around 2:30 in the morning tonight, and snow has stopped across much of the area unless you are in down East Maine, and it's going to be dwindling there after 2 o'clock. But overall, 2 to 4 a.m. is the stop time for the storm. You can see that we even start to clear out by the time the 4 o'clock hour rolls around. We could see some intermittent cloudiness throughout the morning on Wednesday, but overall, it'll clear back out, and we will climb into the 40s for Wednesday, and we'll have lots of sunshine. So Wednesday's shaping up to be a good day, and honestly, it could be the pick of the week, as we're going to see some cloudiness Thursday, and then we've got the chance for another mixed precipitation event late Thursday night and into Friday. And I'll break that down in a little more detail coming up in a few minutes. But let's take a look at that snow map once again for tonight, or for Tuesday evening, so this evening into the overnight hours tonight. 2 to 4 inches again will do it through the Portland area, Sanford, Freiburg, Sebago Lake area. If you are down East Maine, Bath, Georgetown, Rockland, Bar Harbor, 2 to 4 inches will do it for you guys, including Lewiston, Augusta, up through Bangor. If you are in southern York County, you guys have the best chance of seeing some freezing rain, which could dwindle those snowfall totals just a tad, and it could leave you with a more crunchy snow than what you see if you move inland. And now we can talk about the next 3 days overall. Again, we've got that snow moving through later today and this evening. And then Wednesday, after we clear out in the morning, we'll have plenty of sunshine, and it's going to be a mild day. I was going to say one of the most mild in the 7-day forecast, but that's not true. And I will get into some temperatures in a minute here, but we will reach the upper 40s for Wednesday. It'll be sunny and mild. So Thursday, we've got some cloudiness to work with, and we have overnight precipitation that's going to fall in the form of a wintry mix. So right now it's looking like some snow inland, some freezing rain to the south, and some sleet. And I'll break that down here for you. So here we are. This is Friday overnight. This is 2 a.m. Thursday overnight into Friday morning. This is 2 a.m. on Storm Tracker Friday. You can see that we've got another low pressure system that's going to make its way through the Northeast. It's going to bring the chance for snow, rain, and some sleet, some freezing rain possible as well. It will make some travel difficult, especially in the morning on Friday. And the models have been, a little back and forth this week. So after today, we will have a much better idea on timing, what we're exactly going to see, snowfall amounts. That's going to come up after today. And tomorrow's Wednesday. So yeah, we'll put out a snow map 48 hours in advance. And yeah, so we're going to keep everyone updated on this system as well as the one that's happening tonight. And I will get back on here and do another live for that storm as well. But if we look at the temperature trend again over the next several days, it's another roller coaster of temperatures as we climb into the upper 40s on Wednesday. We're going to then see a cold front move through Thursday that'll leave us a little bit colder for Friday. And again, Friday is that another chance for the mixed precipitation event. Saturday and Sunday, we will get into a warming trend and we'll hit 50 degrees on Sunday. Don't believe we've hit 50 yet. I don't think we have in the Portland area, at least. That's your coastal planner. We can look at our our inland planner as well. Over the next several days, again, a similar trend, if not a little bit warmer or more mild inland. 54 on Sunday, and we are tracking some rain on Saturday as well. So the pick of the weekend will be Sunday. I was going to go skiing on Saturday, but it's looking like maybe a no-go for me. I was going to ski in New Hampshire, but we'll see. We'll see how the weekend ends up going. But overall, I'll break down those chances again for precipitation for you. If I'll pull up the 7-day planner, and that just shows us when our chances for snow are, snow and rain. So again, the evening and overnight snow showers and mixed precipitation will move through this evening. It's another quick hitter. We've had a lot of these, I feel like, this season, especially as of late. We've had a lot of these overnight systems. That's going to be the case for the overnight hours tonight. Again, a plowable snow, some mixing if you're far south. That'll move through and leave us with lots of sunshine for Wednesday. And then Thursday will be a cloudy day, but we'll have, again, that wintry mix happening through the overnight hours and lasting through the morning and possibly into the afternoon for Friday. So Friday is looking like a messy day right now. Chance for snow, mixed precipitation. We will have some morning snow showers on Saturday, and then the clocks will change. They will spring ahead an hour, and our sunset and sunrise times will be different, and our temperatures will climb into the mid to low 50s for Sunday, and will climb into the mid to upper 50s for Monday. So that's the start of the next work week. I'll pull up the inland planner as well. As you can see, I mean, our normal high for this time of year is around 36. We've basically reached that today. And then as we head through late March, our normal temperatures will increase to around 47 degrees. So that's definitely some good news. And stay tuned tomorrow because I will be predicting our first 60-degree day and our first 70-degree day. That'll be on ARC Maine tomorrow on Fox 23 if you want to tune into that. Other good news, continuing the warming trend, is that our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook does look above normal as far as our temperatures. So this is between March 8th and March 12th. And we're looking at some nice above normal temperatures for around mid to early March. So we're going to continue that trend. And overall, March does look a bit warmer than average. So that's all good news, especially after the brutal cold winter we've had. It was the coldest in 12 years. I just made a TikTok on that. You can go find it. It's on my Facebook as well and on my Instagram. I'll actually pull up my Instagram handle here in case anyone wants to go look at that. Let's answer some questions. Aaron says, Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, Aaron. Alan says, Happy Tuesday. Wayne's laughing, probably at the snow, because I'm sure you're sick of it. A lot of us are sick of the snow. Rebecca says, thank you, Hannah. Already snowing in New Hampshire. Yes, it is already snowing in New Hampshire. I will actually pull up the... Oh, no, that's not what I want. Let's pull up the satellite and radar, see what it's doing in York County now. So if we zoom in... Still looking just cloudy. Oh, it could be going into southern York County at this point. Again, if anything's falling there, it is pretty light. Phyllis says hi, and most importantly, that it will all melt. You are absolutely correct. A lot of the snow will melt, and a lot of places seeing freezing rain will see less totals, especially if you are in southern York County. But again, the temperatures that we're seeing over the next several days are above freezing, and it's one of those spring systems or early spring. It's not technically astronomical spring yet, but it is meteorological spring. That started on March 1st. And yeah. I guess that's some good news if you are hoping for spring, that a lot of the snow that we get during this time of year does melt, and a lot of it only sticks throughout the overnight hours. All right. Justine says, what do you see for Friday? So Friday right now does look like to be a mixed event. And let me see if I can pull up what I should have pulled up earlier. We can look at the storm tracker. Bear with me for just a second if you're interested in what's going on for Friday. Let's hope this is right. So again, Thursday clouds will increase and it'll be a cloudy day. That's okay. Justine says they're late to the chat. That's okay. All right. I wanted to pull this up anyway, so it's actually good that you brought it up so we can talk about it again. Again, this is a few days out, so numbers, again, are not out. We don't have snowfall totals yet or anything like that. Those will come more into focus as we head through the next several days. So Thursday's looking like a cloudy day. We could see some mixed precipitation throughout the overnight hours and into the early morning hours on Friday. It's looking to be one of those slower systems and a mixed event. Temperatures on Friday will reach the low 30s, but we will potentially see some mixing freezing rain and some snow inland. Again, this is not a high resolution model, but those models will start to come into more focus as we get closer to the event. But it is looking like a lengthier event for southern Maine and central Maine. You guys could see some freezing rain, maybe some rain and snow throughout the majority of the day on Friday before it ends up dissipating. And yep, keep going through. It could linger into the overnight hours Saturday. And then a lot of this rain you're seeing right here that is going through Canada and Vermont, that will make its way through Maine as well and leave us with some rain showers on Saturday. So how do you guys feel about the rain? I am honestly looking forward to some rain. I don't love when it's, cold and raining, but I'll take it. I'm happy to see some rain in the forecast. Kind of sick of the snow. Talk about that warm spell next week so I have motivation to make it through this work week. I know. I mean, I hear ya. I'll pull up that 7-day forecast again, and I've been looking even a little bit further than the 7-day, and the temperatures next week do look pretty nice. Here's that 7-day again for you. We will climb into the mid-50s by Monday. So that's looking really nice. And stay tuned tomorrow because I am talking about when we will reach our first 60-degree day and possibly a 70-degree day as well. Rebecca says, I only like rain in the summer. I know. I like rain in the summer a lot, and I love thunderstorms. So I'm very excited for the change of seasons and to experience Maine in the spring and summer, because so far I've only experienced Maine in the winter, and it's been a crazy winter. We've had a blizzard. We've had severely cold days. This has been the coldest winter in 12 years, and we saw above normal amounts of snowfall, not too much, just 2.5 inches above normal. But we haven't done that since 2019, 2020. So we have seen above normal snowfall. It has been below average as far as temperatures, so it's been cold and snowy. And again, I have a TikTok all about that if you want to go see that. It's on my Instagram. The handle is up on your screen. But overall, I will leave you guys at that with the snowfall map. Again, it's not a huge system, but it is enough to bring the plows out, and it is enough to make roads slick. So just be mindful of that as you're out the door this evening. If you are at work right now and have to leave around 5:36, it could be slick out there. All right. I hope everyone has a safe drive home if you're at work or wherever. And I hope everyone has a great evening. I will see you guys next time.
This has been live interactive Weather Authority coverage from CBS 13.